In the contested South China Sea, Ayungin Shoal is a critical flashpoint between Manila and Beijing. The BRP Sierra Madre, a grounded World War II vessel, stands as a symbol of Philippine sovereignty. Manned by Filipino Marines, it prevents China from gaining full control over the shoal. The ship's deterioration is a challenge, with China blocking repair efforts. Beijing hopes the ship's decay will erase the Philippines' claim without conflict. The Sierra Madre's presence is a defiant act of national defense. Its survival is crucial to maintaining the Philippines' territorial integrity. In 2023, China dramatically escalated its campaign to isolate the BRP Sierra Madre, a grounded Philippine warship serving as Manila's outpost in the contested South China Sea. Chinese Coast Guard vessels formed a tight blockade, encircling the area and making it nearly impossible for Philippine boats to approach without facing overwhelming force. Chinese vessels repeatedly harassed Philippine boats, employing aggressive tactics such as high-powered water cannons and dangerous maneuvers that brought ships within meters of colliding. These confrontations often put the lives of Filipino sailors at risk, escalating tensions on the high seas. The goal of these actions was clear: to intimidate and pressure Manila into abandoning its outpost, effectively ceding control of the area to Beijing. Despite relentless pressure, the Philippines refused to back down. Each resupply mission became a test of national resolve, with crews braving hostile waters to deliver food, water, and essentials to the Marines stationed on the Sierra Madre. Journalists from around the world documented the aggression, bringing global attention to the struggle and highlighting the daily dangers faced by those on the front lines. While basic supplies managed to reach the Marines, China's blockade prevented the delivery of construction materials desperately needed to repair the aging ship, leaving it increasingly vulnerable to the elements. The blockade accelerated the Sierra Madre's decay, pushing the situation to a critical point and raising fears that the outpost could soon become uninhabitable. Yet, the Philippines' determination to maintain its presence remained unwavering, a symbol of resistance against overwhelming odds. The ongoing struggle at the Sierra Madre has become a flashpoint, underscoring the broader geopolitical tensions and the high stakes in the South China Sea. On June 17, 2024, a Philippine mission faced unprecedented violence. Chinese forces escalated from harassment to physical assault. Armed with weapons, they boarded and disabled Philippine boats. The clash was brutal, with Filipino sailors injured and equipment seized. The incident was condemned as piracy, drawing international outrage. The US and other nations condemned China's actions, warning of treaty implications. The event exposed China's aggressive intentions and galvanized Philippine resolve. Public opinion in the Philippines turned against China, strengthening national unity. The confrontation marked a dangerous new phase in the dispute. The June 17 clash sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles, igniting a crisis that demanded urgent international attention. As tensions soared, both sides recognized the need to prevent further escalation, prompting a flurry of behind-the-scenes negotiations and appeals for calm from global leaders. Through discreet and often tense discussions, diplomats managed to broker a provisional agreement. This deal allowed for the resumption of essential resupply missions to the contested outpost, a critical step in averting humanitarian disaster and maintaining a fragile peace. In response, China agreed to halt its blockade of humanitarian missions, while the Philippines, under international scrutiny, agreed to restrict the delivery of construction materials, focusing only on food, water, and medicine for their personnel. This uneasy truce brought a noticeable reduction in aggressive maneuvers around the shoal. Naval vessels maintained a cautious distance, and the atmosphere shifted from confrontation to wary observation. Resupply missions resumed, but every journey was shadowed by tension. Troops received much-needed provisions, yet the presence of naval escorts underscored the persistent risk and the delicate nature of the peace. While the agreement succeeded in ending the immediate standoff, it did little to resolve the underlying disputes. The atmosphere remained tense, with both sides wary of future provocations. Disagreements over the interpretation of the agreement persisted. China insisted on inspecting all cargo, raising suspicions and prolonging diplomatic friction. Despite these challenges, the temporary truce offered both nations a crucial opportunity to reassess their strategies and consider longer-term solutions to the ongoing maritime dispute. For the Philippines, the crisis became a turning point, enabling them to secure a vital lifeline to their isolated outpost and reinforcing their presence in the contested waters. In 2024, the Philippines faced mounting pressure from China in the South China Sea, but it was determined not to stand alone. Through a carefully crafted diplomatic strategy, the Philippines reached out to the world, ensuring it had strong partners by its side. By strengthening its alliances, the Philippines not only modernized its long-standing partnership with the United States, but also actively built a broader global coalition. This network of support included both regional neighbors and distant allies, all united by a shared interest in stability and peace. Joint military exercises and new defense agreements with Japan, Australia, and other partners sent a clear signal of unity. These collaborations enhanced the Philippines' defense capabilities and demonstrated that it was not isolated in its efforts. International naval patrols near the disputed shoal, with ships from several countries sailing together, sent a powerful message to Beijing that the world was watching and would not tolerate unilateral aggression. A coalition of nations, speaking with one voice, called on China to respect international law and uphold the principles of peaceful coexistence. Their joint statements underscored the importance of a rules-based order in the region. The Philippines reframed the dispute, emphasizing that it was not just a bilateral issue, but a global concern for freedom of navigation and the security of vital shipping lanes that connect economies worldwide. This coalition-building effort raised the political and diplomatic cost for any further Chinese aggression, making it clear that any escalation would have global repercussions. The Philippines' struggle became a litmus test for the international rules-based order, challenging the world to defend the principles of sovereignty and lawful conduct at sea. With international backing, Manila found renewed confidence to continue its missions, knowing it had the support of a united global community behind it. By 2024's end, the strategic landscape around the shoal had shifted. Despite China's force, the Philippines maintained its outpost. Daring missions delivered materials for essential repairs to the Sierra Madre. This victory was a modern David versus Goliath story showcasing asymmetric strategy. The Philippines leveraged international law and alliances to resist China. The events demonstrated the power of resolve and transparency. The Philippines' experience offers a blueprint for resisting coercion. The reinforced Sierra Madre stands as a symbol of sovereignty. The nation proved that courage and conviction can prevail over might.